do. There you go. Right. Just close this up. So yes, hello. Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another stream. Today, we return to Star Citizen, this time for... Oh, apparently it's waiting. Apparently it's live, or not live, I don't know. Should be live, unless waiting with Mr. Jaeger. I'm not entirely sure. It should be live. I am streaming, and it's currently letting me do the stream. He was waiting. What's going on? Hang on. I'm currently streaming. Hoping you guys are all good. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Why is it being awkward? Right, hang on. My software is being a bit of a pickle. There we go. Wasn't quite ready. Yes, so welcome one and all to today's live stream. So, deleted user, GG. So, welcome to the stream today. You may notice my voice is a little bit croaky, and it is a little bit sore, but I thought it's not quite so bad. I've got the medicine, I've got some throat sweets, and I also have drinks. So today, we are going to be hopping on to the Persistence universe once again. Possibly to see if we can actually, you know, get some much needed... Well, see, we're going to hop into the universe to see if we can get some... to do one last test of the PTU before waiting until this goes to live. Or until, you know, another stream comes along. But hey-ho. So... Today, we are going to be doing some looting, because we've done some of the peaceful stuff, whereupon we've done, you know, we flew around, we did some stuff. Now I want to get on to the shooty shoot, because we've attempted so many times to make anything work, and now I need blood. So, we're going to try out the shooty shoot. I've got my character half set up. He's got his gun. I've got ammunition for said gun. So, I'm going to need to adjust and get some additional weapons, but that's fine. I was kind of rushing to get the character set up, so all I need to do is get the S tractor. I need to get the gravity gun, and I need to get the S38, because I thought you could get the LH88's ammunition here. But you can't. I kind of wish that they would make it so that if you can't buy the ammo, you can't buy the gun. That, to me, just makes far more sense than being able to buy the ammo, sorry, buy the gun, but not the ammo. You know? Just saying. Anyway. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. I myself have had a pretty okay day. I'm very happy to be out of work for a nice long weekend. Right, so attachments. Right. Yeah, so at the moment in terms of weapons, all I can purchase from this particular store, which is currently the only one that's available. I can buy the S38, I can buy the LH86, I can buy the Arclight, I can buy a whole host of things. Can I buy ammo for the Glock, though? No, I fucking can't, which is really stupid. So, there we go. What kind of attachments can I have? Not a huge amount. I could buy a suppressor, but for Star Citizen, there's no point. Maybe for Tarkov, yes, but not for that. And yeah, I just realized. Ready to reset your expectations from the everyday to the highest heights. Pop that there. From breathtaking views, incredible dining, to unmatched shopping. And you gotta look, see, going other view. There we go. Right, so mag out for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so let's get the S38 pistol mags done. Right. So we just need to go to the grav gun, and, well, we need to grab the grav gun, and then we need to grab the other stuff, and then we should be good to go. So I'm going to complete a few assignments around the Hurston zone, and today we're going to be... Yes, I'm going to complete some shooting assignments in the PTU, and the main intention is to try and loot some of the other zones and see if we can try and pick up the bodies and try and loot them and put their stuff into the crates. Because, I'll be honest with you, I don't quite know how it's going to work out. Because obviously, if you're going in Star Citizen from an angle of, I don't know, like, what... Like, in terms of looting, it's not going to be so easy to do stuff. So it's going to be pretty much what you can take on you. So I'm wondering whether or not I can, like, for example, access the, like, loot of the stuff. Why is it kind of not do a page 2? Huh. Anyway. Right, the max lift tractor beam. Right, and then get some drinks, get some cruise lux, and just get, like, 30 of them. Yeah, 35. 35 should be enough. It's a lot, but there we go. So, I keep doing that. I keep pressing I, expecting to go into the thing. Son of a bitch. Wait. Okay. Where are those? Like, there's got to be a port or something here that I can access. Not bad, yourself. Oh, real.
Welcome.
Oh, cute. What? Ah, I was about to say you sounding a bit too polite. Then I realized you looking at me with a contemptuous look. Just you wait until armistice zones no longer apply, madam. I'm good. Oh, hello. My character's just like... Oh, it's only over there. Okay. Yeah, this guy's clearly taking advantage of the lack of armistice zones. Anyway, so... let's see what we can do. So let's grab the gravity gun. Pop that into there. Pop that on the rear side. Right, all I need to do is get a medical gear, and we should be good to go. To be fair, I've not actually done anything with, like, looting in this combat with this. So, obviously, with the current systems of 3.23, we kind of have a hybrid where we can loot, but... oh, I need to go to the medical. We have a bit of a hybrid where we can still, you know, where we can pick up bodies and do whatever the hell we want with them. Why is my character stuck there? Okay. But at the same time, we still are abusing that old system. Whereas if with this new system, we now can't just instantly grab stuff, which is intriguing to say the least. Right, let me just get like 20 of these. Right, we just need a medi gun. And spare parafill by about 5 vials will be enough, I think. Yeah, about 5 vials will be good. Right, anyway. So yeah, the plan is to try and see how we're going to be able to loot things in this environment. Now, we may be lucky and we find some really, really good stuff. But the only thing I can really think of is I basically have to fly my ship right into the zone, land it, and then I'm going to go with the...
Welcome to the ASOT vehicle.
Also, the question is, where do I go with what ship? I either go with the Cutlass Black, which might not be a bad idea. It's annoying that might not be such a bad idea. Wait, no. I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm gonna be with a C1. I bought the damn C1, and I intend to bloody use it.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Alright.
Your vehicle has been delivered to
Sweet.
the following place.
So, we're gonna hop over to our... Yes, perfect. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna go to medium hangars. Yeah. Huh? Weird. Sure. Right. So, we have gotten... Oh, wait a minute. I bought the stuff, but it's not in my inventory. I almost fell for it. I almost missed it. Yeah, there it is. Medical device. Right, okay. Pop that in there. Pop that in there. Pop that in there. Equip all. And, right, we need to somehow find a way of putting the... Huh. Oh, I know. Yeah, I need to get it from the warehouse. So I think it's probably going to be a case of we might just have to, like... Yeah, like, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of curious to see as to how this works. But I'm thinking from what... My, like, initial thought process towards how we're going to loot is simply... We go into the area, we kill the things... We then fly over to our base, of, we fly over to a more reasonable place to loot, and then we get the gather the gear. But that's the whole point of this test. We will see what we can do. And, this is my desire to shoot things. Considering the amount of frustration and stress caused by the eternal amount of glitches and problems, I think it's only fair that I'm owed at least some part of of this. Plus, also, it's nice to get some experience. It's nice to kind of get into the familiarity of, like, getting into the habit of using these things. Because I feel like as the time will go by, these things will become practically essential to any form of player versus, any kind of player experience inside Star Citizen. We just have to get used to using these things. Oh, so much love this thing. Yes. Oop. Okay, they didn't quite go to plan, but it's okay. It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and great. Can't sing. Well, you are spared from any attempt at singing. My voice just is not wanting to do shit today. Right, anyway. Do I have any internal storage in this thing? Power plant, cooler shields, batteries, quantum drive. Because I know that with the Cutlass Black, there is a storage system involved. Is there anything storage-wise in here? I don't think there is there? Avionics, radar, life support, okay. There's the suit. Ah, storage. Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay, so overhead storage. Right, okay, so we do have some overhead storage in this regard. Right, okay. That's good to know. Right.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. System.
I do like the ship design for the C1. Though, to be fair, I think I might want to get this for my semi-combat ship. I kind of want to get the A1, but I think you can now buy the A1, like in-game currency-wise. So, I think I'll be probably going for that in this part. In 3.24, I'm gonna try and go for that. Okay. Okay. So. First assignment.
Landing gear up.
Right.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Yes, yes, yes. Right. Mercenary. Halt illegal surveillance. Oh, nice. Copian. Alright, so. Call to arms. Accepted. Fantastic. Then go to security contractor elimination. Track this one. So we need to go to Hurston and head down to HSDF Kofax of all hostiles.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
All right.
Quantum travel engaged.
Okay. That's cool. That actually was pretty cool. Alright. Ooh, pretty. God, it's so refreshing to play and have, like, normal frames. Because it's a glimpse into what will happen once server meshing becomes a thing. Like, this is quite a big thing. Like, server meshing is going to be the biggest thing for Star Citizen. And I think it, you know, if we get it right, you know, if we can get it patented and get it sorted and get it all ready to go, this will change video gaming. Now, that sounds very like, oh, these NFTs, bruh, they're amazing. But no, like, in all honesty, this is probably one of the more cooler things about Star Citizen that I can imagine. For definite. For definite. But still. Right, so gonna quickly mute my phone just in case anything happens. Fantastic. Right. Ever getting closer to the ground? I think this is one of those few patches where there's actually not... where there's actually some kind of greenery, which is kind of scary. Oh my god, is that a tree? Good lord. Yes, indeed, there is in fact a tree. There's a trees. Such a rare sight to see. And yeah, we're back to normal. Alright. Hopefully, where we're going isn't going to be defended, because the this thing doesn't have quite the best defensibility. It's a beautiful ship, but it can't defend itself worth for shit. Might need to invest in a new graphics card in the near future. That's a next year job. Unless I can get it for cheaps. Whoop! Low flying. Yeah, the downside is there's a bit of a... You can't quite tell how close you are to the ground until... I've got to get a bit more experience with this.
Landing gear down.
Oh no, it's just bumpy. Gotcha. Okay.
Engines off.
Right. Okay. It's been a while since I've done any shooty shoot in Star Citizen, but considering I've been playing a lot of Tarkov lately, this should hopefully translate the skills, he says. Optimism, ever flowing. Keep forgetting Hurston is a 1G planet. I think once I get myself, I think if I can get myself a decent graphics card, I should be able to have a slightly more reliable game rate play. Yes, that's also known as frames. 82% breathable. Yeah, Hurston is a special kind of fucked when it comes to the planetary surface. There are certain parts of the planet where the life is more or less unsustainable, and I think we're near those areas. Alright. So yes, I don't think we've quite got the ability to hang around here in... There you go. I don't believe we've quite got the ability to hang around here in, like, after the operation. But if there's certain areas that, for example, I can, you know, be like, hey, let's steal some shit. I can't see any friendlies, but... I've learnt to double check. I've learnt to hesitate a tad. Just
here. Over here, look.
Just because, unfortunately, IFF sometimes doesn't quite work to plan. Oh! Right. Nice. Yeah. Right, we have half an hour to loot and scoot. Now, for those who don't play Star Citizen, do let me know if you are curious about anything. If you're new to Star Citizen or you're curious about anything, do let me know, as I will answer them any questions to the best of my ability. If you are curious enough to give Star Citizen a try, there is a free fly going on at the moment, to my knowledge. And it's a great way to sort of see if you can, you know, if you like the game, if it's anything going on. I am playing, however, the PTU of the... Yeah, I'm playing the PTU patch for 3.24. So, this hasn't come to the live servers yet. It's due to come to the live servers, but... Oh boy. But, unfortunately, it's not quite reached the live servers yet. So we're just going to be still waiting a bit on stuff. But, might take the bodies of one of these guys. That does not at all look like... I wonder if that's a player. Okay, he doesn't seem to have any weapons or ammo. But he's got a P8. He's not wearing standard body armor. I think there's a player. Looks like someone came here before for another mission, got caught up with the other places, and didn't quite make it out. Bit of a shame. I see. Security guys got him. Alright, well. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Aha! There's some loot. Alright. Really? Yeah, no. Oh, nice. Paramed gun. Spare paramed gun. And more lifeguard. Didn't need to buy it. Could have just done that. To be fair, this is kind of something that as a new player to Star Citizen, and you've not really gotten anything, this is something you could probably do and, like, not have to worry about. I mean, sure, I've got the gear and I've gotten, like, whatever, but to be fair, you could probably end up... You could probably spend a while, like, you could probably spend a fair while of, like, your early stages just gathering the gear you want without having to spend a penny on it. Like, whatsoever. Yeah, don't worry, your family and friends will remember and love you. But to me at the moment, you're an experiment. It's fine, I'm taking him to an emergency hospital. So, the question is, how do you loot? How do you do this? I can show you the world, spinning like a big rag doll, being part of my experiment to see if I can loot your whole new world. A new fantastic point of loot. I will go anywhere where there is stuff that I can only steal. What? Why do I come up with these fucking lyrics like this? Loot this world with you. Exactly. Anyway. Main reason why I'm bringing this poor sap onto the place is so I can try and figure out how to take the gear off and put it into a box. Okay. So... Right, so if we swap the view... There we go. Okay, so external leg armor, core armor. So if I drop item... No, drop item. Okay. I think I know what we can do here. Right, so... I carry the box. I then go to this side, whereupon I can now put the stuff into the box. Yes, there we go. Right, I think I can see... Right, so if I pop this box down somewhere... Or I just... There you go. Right. So I think that might be how this works. Right, okay. So I think that's how that works. Yeah, I would say that's a good way to show how that works. Right, now of course we've dealt with that. There we go. So. Right, so that's kind of how you can do that. So if I, for example, brought this box in with me, I could probably do that. You just take the gear off, plop it in the box, and be done with it. That's so far a technique we can use. Okay, that's something to know. That is something to know. Because the thing is, again, you kind of use the old system as well as the new to kind of get a hybrid. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Engines on.
Right, anyway.
Launch complete.
Let's,
Landing gear up.
right, let's get ourselves up to him whilst we're travelling up to Atmo. Let's have another look. Assist in defending site. Yep. Right, so if we do a few missions to get the contracts flowing, I also kind of like the value of these contracts. Like, they're not so expensive. Like 10,000 a pop. Now that is obviously not a huge amount, but when you couple the fact that these are the low-level risk stuff, I kind of like that. Downside is it's on the dark side of Daymar.
Quantum travel. Engage.
Yeah. Dark side of the planet. Not a good place to be. Especially since there's no low light level systems on this game.
Quantum travel complete.
Right. Okay. What we'll do is we'll make our way down planet side. Complete the mission. See if there's any specific loot. And then hopefully can't bloody see it. Like these low light conditions when traveling to Hurston, really bad during the night. It more or less forces us to slow down when approaching the LZ, and I can't tell how close I am to the ground. Like, sure, there's the altimeter there, but you can't, like... There you go. Now I can finally see the ground.
Let's engines off.
All right. Let us continue. All right. Okay, we got green guys. Good. So we might be in luck, and the team that is currently holding may in fact be competent security guards. Can't help but feel there's a level of shade being thrown at them every time. I'll take the medical stuff. Right, 2 contacts down.
Someone get eyes on this slippery bastard now. Gang's with me. Can't let him get
Over
away.
here, look! Here they
Really appreciate this game.
are! Over here, look!
Enemy spotted. Got eyes on hostiles.
Right, heavy armor. Okay, 1 guy died. Where's the other 2?
Over there. Contact. Contact.
2 more gone. Yeah, you fucked up royally, bitch. Hello. How you doing? Oh, that was security that was there, not a random player. Right, okay. Bitch. Maybe they'll appreciate the friendly wiggle. Maybe. Okay. So, once again, half an hour to try and loot. I mean, these contracts don't really last a lot. It's just, yeah, they don't last a huge amount of time. But, GG. But, then again, these are low-level missions. If we can get to the higher-level missions, oh boy. That'd be cool. I mean, to be fair, once server meshing becomes the thing, we can then potentially see some real major pushes then. Right. Again, with the purple legs, like, there's no loot. No decent loot. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing this. I appreciate it. No. Not really what I wanted. Can I not put this in my backpack? There we go. Right. Okay. P6 on the back. Alongside a magazine. Can't put the helmet on, can I? Oh, no, I can. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, I can. Fuck yes. Right, we got a helmet. Can't carry much else, but I got a helmet. And also, you know, P6. Sniper rifle. Happy days. Well, we've got a long-range engagement weapon now. Alas, it would appear that no... Well, not alas. It would appear... Actually, to be fair, we could probably pinch these guys' weapon scope. No, not a swap, just equip it. Alright, okay. Question. If I stand over here, can I... No. Right, it's a bit irritating how I can't just pick the weapon up now. we go. Oh, you have no fucking idea how much I love this. I really love the new scope system in this game. I hated the old system with a passion. Like, the thing I disliked about the old scope system is that it was too precise for only a second. Like, the way that the ranging system originally worked was that you would lock onto a particular target, press the range button, so you press up and down with a page button, and then you would take that particular thing and then you would take that particular, there we go, perfect, yeah. So then you would take that particular kind of range. So let's say there was a target for about 120 meters. I would then have the ability, oh, nice sunrise. I would then have the ability to, my range would be correct for 120 meters, which does you a fat lot of good if the target's moving. So, yeah, no, I personally find the lack, I find the ability to sort of have estimations of 100, 200, and whatever to be far better. And as scopes go, they just need to be like that. You can have the occasional sniper rifle. Okay, my character's not doing well on the health frontier. GG. Like, you can have the occasional sniper rifle scope that can do that. That makes sense for a sniper rifle because, you don't really need... You're normally aiming with only one shot anyway. But for an ACOG on an assault rifle, you kind of need to... make sure that everything is... Like, you need to be able to give the guy shooting a fair chance of being able to hit, regardless of what happens. Just saying. Anyway. Alright, so a successful test so far. Pretty good, pretty good. Bingo. Nice. Okay, we've now got the contract. We've got a place called Cutter's Rig that we need to secure. From a place called Weeping Cove. So we need to get ourselves to Weeping Cove. Hopefully my frames will not die. And see if we can liberate the sector. But before that, I am gasping for a drink. I won't lie, my throat is not really feeling great, so I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be on for. I might only go for a couple of hours, but we will see. But in the meantime, I will go grab myself a drink, and hopefully the drink will make things... Well, it probably won't be a lifesaver. It will be a lot nicer. Be right back. Right. So, this is the contract that really I was looking for when it came to this particular stream. Because now, there we go. Now, we get to experiment with a game. Come on. Come on. There you go. Right. So, now we get to do the thing where I actually fly over to an area where there's a lot of loot. And I can make something of it. That's both really cool. That's beautiful. And that is, a bit of a bitch to see.
Quantum travel complete.
I think we're approaching a body of water. And I think that's an island in the body of water we've just seen. If you can see, like, faintly. Right, so where my ship's bow section is, yeah, you can see a couple of lights now. You can see the island. This is where I kind of wish I had the A1 because I could just bombing run this area. Right. At least I can see where we're going. Right. I see people, but are they friendly? I can't tell. Maybe that might invigorate them to move. Yep. I don't see any hostiles. Okay, this is your safe place. Right. This is one of, like, the few plateaus of areas that, like, there are no bad guys. So you can see there's a nice settlement and stuff. So, like, bit by bit, this area and this in Star Citizen, areas are starting to become more detailed. And we're going to start to see vastly more things. Eventually, we're going to see player towns as well. Ah, this place. I've been here once before. I do not know... Oh, wow. I do not know if there's a way to get onto this place without sailing onto it or whatever. Right, this is going to be a tricky one. Because I don't think my ship's... I think my ship's a bit too big. But... we will try. Oh, God. I really should have taken the Titan. I was thinking to myself, oh, should I take the Titan? And I'll be thinking, nah, there's probably going to be some turrets or some shit. I'm going to need to... oh, wait. Right. So I'm going into a low light conditions onto an oil rig on Hurston. Of course. Fun times be had for all. Alright, let's see what this place has to offer us. What's the contracts? Missions disappeared, but gotta be careful with this place. If I fall off, pretty much game over. thing about this location is I half sympathize with the people living here, primarily because these are the people living here have basically lived under the yoke of tyranny in the form of the hello GG in the form of Hurston Dynamics. They have basically, these people have okay, don't think I'm really here for a nice sit down and chit chat. Basically, the people here are probably rebelling because, like with most things, they don't really have a choice. It's either you're in the system here or you're not. And if you're not, then you're an enemy to them. It is what it is. That's why I'm not a huge fan of Hurston as a company. Like, they make fantastic weapons, but when you realize what kind of things they've done to the planet, and also the shit they've done to Aberdeen, you're not really as sympathetic with them as you could be. You know, they're corpo to the extreme, but they're the reason why I think some places want to go independent rather than stay with the UEE. I do believe the mission has somewhat bugged out, because I've got evict illegal occupants, but I don't see any illegal occupants. So I've either done a fantastic job because they've all buggered off before I arrived, or the mission hasn't loaded. Either way, it's intriguing. Let's have a look-see. Hop. Hello, Blamsmith. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I'm just searching an oil rig for the bad guys. And also testing out the looting in this game, or at least, to a degree, how it will work. Though, to be fair, I don't really know, like, in all honesty, when it comes to looting in Star Citizen, I don't feel at the moment there's much value to it. Because guns and equipment don't really sell for much. Like, if anything, it's commodities you're looking into. Like, when you talk loot in Star Citizen, you're, like, thinking to yourself, oh, this guy had devil eggs, or, oh, this guy had a really cool ship. Like, there is loot, but a lot of the time, you're not looting it because you want to sell it. You're looting it because you want to keep it. I don't know. The first-person loot may not be so appealing. How the fuck do I get up there? I think it's up that way. But no, hopefully you're doing all right today, Blamsmith. Oh. Huh. Right, how do I... Ah, it's up that way. Gotcha. They're all making their way up there. Don't go wasting your emotion. Wow. Like, to be fair, though, I think Star Citizen doesn't really have the same kind of... Like, okay, so I think when it comes to looting in Star Citizen, I don't think it's so much the patch, I think it's the game itself. And I don't think it's inherently bad that looting isn't the same, doesn't have the same impact as, let's say, Escape from Tarkov. Like, when you kill someone in Escape from Tarkov, oh boy, you know, or when you find good loot in Escape from Tarkov, that shit is like the crack cocaine of your life. Being able to run around, grab what you need, go into the different zones, do whatever. And I think maybe they can get something... What's this? Huh? Oh, okay, this must be some kind of, like, commander setup base. Like, I think you can definitely get some good gear in the form of, like, rare weapons and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like, unlike, for example, Tarkov, where this game is a lot more focused around making sure that you actually have all this shit, in this case, it's like, unless there's some resources hidden away somewhere, you're not really getting anything valuable in terms of loot. There's just nothing to be left. And I think that's partly... Oh, yeah. To be fair, I'm not exactly a great player myself. I'm better than I was when I started. But I would not say I am any stretch of the imagination good. Like, it's taken about 7 to 8 years for me to get to the point where I can feel relatively competent. I'll admit, I've not been playing it solidly. I can't no-life that game because I've got commitments. But I think, and then, of course, since they finally allowed the PvE version to be a thing, which comes at a personal bit of a triumph for me, I found that, right, let's have a look, see if there's any decent loot around here. I can't seem to find anything in terms of, like, in terms of bad guys. I don't know if I, like, need to leave and come back or whatever, but I can't seem to find anyone, which is a shame. Right, okay. Almost looks like dawn. Almost. But yeah, like... But going back to looting, Star Citizen has a different kind of appreciation for looting. And I think it's more based down to, like, ship-based looting rather than player-based looting. So if you are going to loot something, it would be the ship with all of its cargo inside, rather than it be, for example, a player with a bunch of gear inside his backpack. However, I think they are probably going to look into player looting a bit more in the pyro sector, because there's apparently part of the stations will have certain, like, a dark zone kind of vibe to it, like a Division style. And it will allow players to get certain bits of loot onto them, which I'm partially for, and like, I'm 50% for and 50% against. Because on the one hand, I think having a bit of Tarkov in our lives, well, a Tarkov vibe in Star Citizen is nice, because it incentivizes players to think logically about what they want to do, rather than go her. But I also feel like that's not about... I don't think that's what Star Citizen should be about when it comes to first-person shooting and looting. You know, you find resources and stuff, that's great, but I also feel that there's a part of it that shouldn't be just replicating Escape from Tarkov. But, you know, again, what do I know? I could... I mean, frames are not looking too good. By the way, how's my frame rate going? I'm not getting any dropped frames or any warnings on YouTube, but I'm looking at the preview video and it's not looking happy. Oh boy. Oh, it is dawn. I'll try and take off and do whatever. Oh, shit. I mean, my frames are probably going to be like 50 or so on that regard, but like, probably should try and like... To be fair, this area is quite bad for frames. It's a lot better than it was the last time I played here, but Jesus Christ, the frames are fucking terrible at points. Here's what I think about your fucking mission. Right. Let's put this P6 in there. Put that 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 in there. I'm just basically experimenting in Star Citizen with regards to the new system and how like looting will logically look like. Though again, I think when it comes to playing this kind of game, I don't think the kind of looting we're going to be doing is going to be the kind that will be mimicking. I think the only real sense of the only time I think a player is probably going to need to do any serious looting would probably be more inclined at the newer player. But that's about it. I can't honestly say eliminate hostiles. What hostiles? There's no one here. What are you on about, game? Is there a fish? Like, this place is so low frames. Hang on, let me shoot this bloody place. Fucking destroys the oil rig. I mean, aesthetically wise, this place is pretty. This area is pretty, but frames wise, terrible. And obviously, in the cases of trying to. I don't see any AI. Bit miffed. Ooh, sunrise. Ah, probably should have closed the door. Hang on, let me just... What? Contract failed. I didn't get to see anyone there, you bastard. If you had let me see someone and shoot them, I'm fairly certain some bad guys would have in fact died, but... Oh, fine. I will just... Right, so... Failed mission. Well, not failed mission. Mission glitched is probably the more correct term. But yeah, like, I feel like when playing games like Star Citizen, there's more to it than just, yeah, well, like, at least the opportunities are there, sort of thing. That was pretty. Were it not for the fact that there's an early test version, but I'll take a photo anyway. Right, is there any decent contracts? Right, mercenary. Eradicate all nests. Assist in defending site. Maker's Point. Okay. We'll try this one. Let me guess. Other side of the planet? Oh, no. Not that far. I think I might have been to Maker's Point. But yeah, no, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I wasn't really too sure what kind of thoughts are. Apart from doing the looting thing, I wasn't quite sure what to do vis-a-vis streaming. Like, trying to think of shit to do, you know? Because... No. Still okay. Right. Okay.
Travel engaged.
Okay, so good news is we are still in the daylight cycle. And hopefully where we're going is not gonna be... there's actually gonna be a bad guy there. I think once we get server... I think the server meshing is really gonna be the big one. I mean, here's a question. How much are you looking forward to 4.0? Like... Oh, actually, probably more of probably the more appropriate question. What patch are you looking more forward to? 3.24 or 4.0 is probably the better question. Oh, this is actually a really beautiful piece of land. Because I feel like that's probably where we're leaning more towards. I feel 4.0 is going to be the big one, and 3.24 is going to be what we couldn't get out of 3.23. I've been here before. It's not a bad location. That's a pretty... I would say that's a pretty reasonable... Like, yeah, like, to be fair, that is, I would say that's a reasonable, ask. I mean, I feel with Star Citizen there are times where I will agree that I would rather have stability than Flash. Like, I would rather have the ability to go, hey, this is really fun and working. Then, now that we know we've got a system that works, then let's start going crazy with the content drops. But then at the same time, I also think, well, if we can get this and, like, a smaller amount of a content drop than when we have the working system that actually works as intended, then huzzay, we're in the green. But no, I will agree. It's... I can appreciate that perspective in things. It's fine. Right, we need to find if there's any illegal occupants. One would hope that there are, so I can shoot them. Illegal occupants. Hello. I think we have another abandoned settlement. I mean, I like Pyro. I wouldn't exactly say I love Pyro. I like Pyro. I like what Pyro could offer. But I do not believe... Yeah, true. That is true. We do not have all of 3.23 in. I mean, yeah. And that's not to say that it's an... Oh, hello. Dwags. More dwags. The real boss. And, of course, a mascot. See? Emotional support plushie. Even the Ninetales require emotional support. You know, if this was interactable, I'd be a rich man. Oh my god. They did it. They finally did it. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. That was a trip and a half. Okay. that's what Chris Roberts wants us to feel like whenever we're going to the Lewin Star Citizen. I don't want to go to the Lewin Star Citizen. I would rather die of constipation. I don't know. Is there a pilot seat with a toilet? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it, does it? Wait, have we failed the mission? Oh, yeah, oh, no, we haven't. Okay, no, okay, we lost it. Okay, so there's a toilet that was there, and I finally could use the toilet in Star Citizen. You know, fated hygiene stat and whatnot. But when we, when I got in the toilet, my camera decided to go flying off into the distance, and it almost looked like my character basically got sent to the fucking moon. But then I realized that he was actually get back out of the vehicle. Well, out of the toilet. And, yeah. Now we're out of the toilet. Yeah, there's no bad guys here. Ah, God damn it. If only there were these places that had shit and people inside them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this area is actually quite nice. And it would be cool to be able to... GG. Slightly buggered myself. Okay. But yeah, like as soon as you do any of the illegal, evict illegal occupant style missions, unless you're doing those like engage enemy hostiles at such and such a place, you're not going to get it. So, for example, bounty hunting. Like, maybe if I do some bounty hunting missions where I can do that, that's fine. But it doesn't seem to be working, which is really frustrating. Because I want to do more missions, but the game is not working. And it's kind of killed the point, isn't it? Well, to be fair, it's done what Star Citizen does, what Star Citizen does best. Yeah. But nah, so like... Ugh, fucking throat. Is there any loot? No, of course not. Wow, what did that be? I might need to just do some bunker missions then. I think bunker missions are possibly the more reliable of missions to complete, unless we can start getting those big stuff. But, we'll see. Yeah, it looks like this place is completely clear. Like, these villages and stuff, aesthetically-wise, really fucking good. Functionally-wise, kind of shit. Right. Well, I think we've seen enough to know that there's no one here. So, I'll try and find some loot. Because, you know, loot. But, okay, I think we finally got some... I think I finally got some loot. In the form of a... Yeah. Right, let's go find some more loot. See if we can get some other stuff. I think what we'll do is some bunker missions primarily. Bunker missions seem to be the better, the safer option. Just because, obviously, we want to try and, like... get up the chain a bit. Then again, this stream may not be on for as long because my throat is hurting quite a bit. It's holding firm, but at the same time, it is also like I probably shouldn't be as I shouldn't probably push it as much. I woke up this morning and I sounded like I smoked 60 cigarettes an hour. Like it was that bad. Or 60 cigarettes a day probably is a safer option. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be any missions. Beautiful scenery, mind you. Like, if we were doing a safari-style video or something like that, that is a very beautiful image right there. Like, aesthetically, this game is absolutely gorgeous. Right. Okay. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, 30k. But does it work? Right. We'll go for this one. Right. Let's go.
Engines on. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
So what kind of food... By the way, so what kind of food are you cooking, Blacksmith? If it's any... Hoping it's going to be some good food. I myself have a curry lined up. Yeah, what a surprise. Right, so HDSF. Ooh, good choice.
Quantum travel engaged.
Right, so we've just gone from the light side to the dark side. I think it's only just set. The sun has only just set as well. God damn it. Alright, well these missions should be fairly quick.
Quantum travel complete.
I have eyes on the objective. Right. Nice, nice. A good choice on the food. I look forward to having my own food at some point, but right, let's see. Yeah, I will say one of the features I would like for Star Citizen to have, but this is just a personal sort of convenience, night vision goggles or low light sensors. Like, just so that I can fly to Hurston and be able to fly fast into Hurston without losing my shit and crashing.
Engines off.
Because, I'll be honest with you, it gets a bit tedious having to slow all the way down to a snail's pace when trying to approach a planet on the dark side because you can't see. In the 29th century, you'd think they'd fix the problem by now. You know, we have the ability to go from, you know, from the ground to space and to travel the stars in minutes. But we can't, you know, we need a torch to see in the dark. We have the ability to use a gel to revitalize, we use a gel to revitalize skin and turn all, you know, grievous, almost impossible wounds to heal, you know, into like this amazing feeling of like you can cure someone's diseases and everything, and humanity can live for over 100 and something years, but we still need a fucking torch to see at night. Just, mankind's capabilities for worldwide travel. We're building a planet from the ground up. The most incredible technology that one's never seen. But apparently we've forgotten fucking night vision, and we still need a fucking torch to see where the fuck we're going at fucking night. I'm slightly bitter about that. And no, it's not because I've smashed into like 3 planets in my time. Right, time to murder. I have a P4.
Let's fight.
I have a P4AR. It is all loaded for you. I have the 40 rounds on my gun, and they're all destined for you. Except you. Oh, the body disappeared. Very resourceful. Oh, another person dead. Hi.
Over there! Contact! Contact!
Lordy. This is not the first time someone's been here.
Enemies!
You're dead. Oh my god, it actually worked. Really? Oh, I did shoot him in the nads. Christ, the over... I swear to God, we should be handing out Oscars with bullets. Finally! Someone who dies realistically. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm a bit spoilt with Tarkov. Yeah, all the best to you, mate. All the best to you. To be fair, we're probably going to wrap the stream up in about 20 or so minutes, because I'm not really getting any sense of this test working out as well as it can be. Because, well, okay, we can loot the bodies, but it's just going to be kind of the same. So, I think the PTU, I think we've run the PTU's course for this one. But still, let's make some progress with some of the contracts we can do. Maybe we can get some lucky and get some decent loot out of this box area. But yeah, I think, to be fair, there's nothing really that impressive with this area. So I'd say let's move on to newer pastures. To be fair, I do need to get round to... we will do, like, obviously do Star Citizen streams once it goes into live. But at the moment, because it's all PTU based, it's kind of pointless waiting. So I'm going to kind of go into... I'm going to try and see if we can get more stuff done in live once it goes live. But at the same time, I've been enjoying this process. Ooh, drones. Or was that a satellite? Well, either way, that looks cool. I'm so used to bloody Tarkov now. I have to admit, I've been playing a lot of Tarkov lately. And now that we finally got some good stuff, there we go. Right, anyway. Doesn't look like there's any decent gear at the moment, but hey-ho. But yeah, it's been also, I will say, like the PTU, this particular build of the PTU feels really good. AI is quite combative. The boxes and stuff make a lot of sense, and it's actually quite a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I am really enjoying this patch. I am very much keen on this patch finally being released. And everyone being able to enjoy themselves. And is that another pair of... Oh my god, it's not a... It's finally not a this. It's a Defiance Core Sun Chaser, eh? Defiance Core Sun Chaser. I can't carry those, can I? No. Drop item, though. So, I can carry it manually. And I can take that with me. So, I think that's what I'll have to do. This is my bag. There's a lot of dudes here. I think if you're a new player to Star Citizen, I think what you can do, most definitely, is, yeah, like, you definitely can I think for your first few hours in Star Citizen, I recommend you do just go around, do some small bunker missions, get used to the environment of the game, maybe loot your weapons rather than buy them. Maybe get the basic stuff like a P4 perhaps, or maybe a few things, just so you're not like in the shit. But then once you... Oh, hello. Let me just pop that down. Just pop that. Plop that down there. There we go. But, of course, the small box... Ooh. Knife. But yeah. There we go. Grab. But I'd say when it comes to gathering materials, I think for looting, it's probably... you probably will get some good stuff in like future missions and whatnot. And maybe as time goes by, especially once 4.0 becomes a thing, and stuff becomes more expensive, more arduous. There we fucking go. Right, let's move some of this stuff around so we can maybe, like, get more stuff out of this. Get the Arrowhead Night Stalker arm on. Don't think I can get the Argus helmet. But I can get maybe some of the mags at least. I think that'll do nicely. Okay, we got the Arrowhead rifle. Nice. Oh, I forgot the box. Right, there we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's gone full night. But yeah, I think once we get like enough, and I think server meshing, once that becomes the big thing, that's going to become where the looting and the other elements, I think, will become a lot more apparent. And as well as anything, the management of the game, it's going to become a very different game. And I think, hopefully, it's going to be a little tougher for some things. Like, it's not going to be super tough, but, like, slightly tougher for, like, surviving on your own out there, whatever. And, like, it just incentivizes players to actually be logical about things, not rather than just running and gunning. It's like, hey, let's think for a second. How much is my gear going to cost me if I lose it? Maybe I shouldn't be so determined to go running into combat when there's probably a good chance I could die if I'm not careful. There we go. Put the undersuit in. Put that into there. But yeah, like, in terms of gear, I probably could do some farm. And to be fair, you can probably farm some gear by doing some of these contracts for, like, rare loot. I think the big things probably when it comes to looting is going to be about getting things like FS9s or getting rare machine guns and equipment. That's probably going to be where it gets really valuable. That I reckon I could probably get down from that. Like some regular ATSCAVs. Yeah, no, I can see where the appeal is. What we'll probably have to do is we'll probably have to find like we'll probably bring the box with us into missions or something like that. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Landing gear up.
Hey, Ariel. That's actually pretty cool. That is actually really, really, really cool. Right. Right. Okay. We'll do maybe a couple more contracts. Just so we can get some much needed missions out, so another 5-1. Assist in defending site. What's my reputation looking like? Huston Dynamics, Junior Security Force. Doing okay. I think failing a couple of the other contracts hasn't helped my case much, but I think definitely doing a couple more raids, defenses, we should be good. And it's like 10,000 a pop. Ooh, Rufus. Don't think I've been to Rufus. Right. At least it looks like it's going to be on the light side of the planet, which I am very grateful to see, cause yeah, yeah.
Engage.
And it's not. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, it's just gone nighting over that location. Maybe we're lucky and it will start being sunny again. Who knows? I feel like we're in a mountainous region. Right. Okay. About 13 kilometers from the target. All right. Just about light enough for me to see, which is great because I want to be able to do a hot drop. Are we in a canyon? No. Or maybe. I don't know. Like, I can't honestly tell. Like, I honestly... No, it's flat. Okay, we're flat. Oh, no, we're not. We are. Okay, so... We're on a rocky plateau, and I think maybe some parts of us is flat, but not really. It's just... There's vegetation, which is kind of frightening to see on Hurston. To be fair, what I probably might do... Actually, now that I think about it, might be something I could do in regards to, like, streaming and stuff. What's the point? I did take a few boo-boos. Wait. No, no, no. No, no, no. There we go. Right. Druggy. Right. We probably should, like, get magazines on our character, shouldn't we? Just a smidge. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for the pistols... Right, there we go. Oh shit. Fucking hell. People are fucking dying and I'm like, I'm not even in the bloody area. Whee! Oh no!
There you are.
Over here, look.
Ready? Peekaboo! Jesus Christ. Why did I get... Wait. What a pose. So that one was being killed. I'm curious. Drop the helmet. Oh, no wonder he died. Right. Wait, does that mean you have access to, like, a decent mag? No. I really don't get this place. It's like, you know, Ninetale... In the terms of in terms of lore, you'd think that they would perhaps, with certain facilities, have a bit more security to them. I'm not saying they need to turn this place into a no-go zone, but at the same time, it's like, come on. Right. Oh. I think I'm not the first person to come here, and I don't think I'll be the last either. GG. Alright. Ah, some lootables. Good. Yeah, sure, why not? It's gonna fill my thing up quite badly, but yeah, nice. Okay. And we've got a gallon. Sorry. Got a freaking... Not a gallon. We got a... Demico. My brain is having a malfunction. Demicos are amazing. If you've ever seen a Demico if you haven't seen a Demico before in Star Citizen, I don't blame you for not knowing because these things are not common. But they're freaking amazing. So basically, they are what I would say... The Demico LMG is a beautiful piece of kit. It's 100 rounds worth of fuck off, and even better, while yes, it's limited in its application because obviously... it's limited in terms of, like, maneuverability, because it is a big LMG, so you're going to have to be careful. And unfortunately, you can't buy the LMG. You have to find it around. If you can find one, keep it, because, oh my god, listen to what happens when I pull the trigger. Yeah, that thing is ridiculous. The Demico is just brilliant. I love it. It reminds me of, like... There we go. It reminds me of the Gallant to a small extent before they neutered it. Because the Gallant used to be a really good weapon, in my opinion. It had two types of fire mode. Slow, fully automatic, which the Gallant had, which the Demico had as well, or blitzing burst fire. Now, the Demico didn't have the blitzing burst fire, but it did have the slow automatic rate of fire. And to be fair, that wasn't a bad thing. Like, you had about a 550 rounds per minute weapon. which, from the Gallant side of things, with 60-round magazines, oh my god, the thing was amazing. It was like ba 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 ba. So if you had to fight with someone who had, for example, a P8 or a C54 when that was introduced or anything, then yeah, you probably wouldn't win a DPS off. But if you were having if you wanted a battle rifle that would last you through combat, the Gallant was the weapon of choice. It was so good. And then they buggered it by making it only burst fire, which I disagree with. And then they changed the ammunition. I don't mind the reduction in magazine capacity. I just have issue in... Oh, nice. I just have issue in the removal of the full auto capability. Give me my full auto Demico back. Demico? Gallant. Well, to be fair, Demico is the last of the good weapons. And to be fair, I can understand why people went with the whole adjust the weapon sort of thing. Oh my god in heaven, there's another one. Oh, you beautiful babies, you. What? Eh? Have I taken my arms off? Right, pop that in there. Put in my character's hands. I want a Demico. Right. Let's get out of here. 2 fucking Demicos in one go. Get the fuck in. Oh, nice. F-71 bullseye and a... F-71. Dude, this area is fucking lit with weapons. Seriously, I need to drop the Demicos off and get that bullseye. So I don't think that... I think that's a rare weapon. For definite. I think it's time for a throat sweet. He's a heavy bugger. I am overburdened. I think I'll definitely, I think going into the live, I'll probably try and get the Avenger, the Titan Avenger. Just so I can get the loot for that. Definitely. Huh? Right, let's, right. Let's get you off. Let's get you off there. You off there. You get over there. You. I'm sensing quite a lot of potential for the loot in this thing. Like, yeah, no, I actually fully think we're gonna need like some of this stuff in 3.24. It's gonna be pretty cool. Not gonna lie, and I've got kind of an idea for something because of this. So, while this stream may not be as exciting as perhaps the other streams have been, which, if you are curious, there should be a link down below for the live stream remnants, and you can actually see what I was talking about earlier. But I actually do think we could see some, you know, I have an idea for something, and hopefully it will work out the way that I'm hoping it will, and it'll be quite a nice, exciting sort of thing. Right. So, where is it? Oh, damn. This is a really good version of the S71. It actually fits my shit to a T. Yeah, holy shit, this is really nice. Good to know. Good to know. Right. Well, let's extract. And I'd say let's call that for today, because I think I've got a good sense of what I think I've got a good idea of what it's going to be like for Star Citizen in 3.24, and I'm probably going to say that this will be the last stream I do on the PTU. After that, I'm going to delete the PTU. Yep. I'm probably going to uninstall the PTU just so I can save on space, because it's been constantly updating, and each update is like a couple of gigs at least. So I'm probably going to wrap things up for the PTU here. So I think we learnt a lot about 3.24. I like the patch. I think it's a solid patch. I hope that all the features that are listed here are going to be the one. Like, I hope that the patch will roll out is in a smooth enough manner. We need some smooth releases on this one. And obviously then after this, it's 4.0 supposedly. Which, I'm optimistic, for definite. But at the same time, I'm also like, you know, like, what kind of mystery could this be, sort of thing. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm optimistic, for sure. But at the same time, we will see what will happen in regards to that. But I thank you very much for watching this slightly reduced stream. Normally, well, for the last couple of streams, I've been doing longer streams because of what's been going on. But on this occasion, my throat is a little bit sore. And while I've been taking medicine and throat sweets to try and, like, reduce it, it is hurting a bit too much. And I think talking for a while is also going to do me no favors. So I'm going to take the decision to finish the stream. But also, I think we've done all we can in the PTU for now. So for future streams, feel free to go to my community posts, whereupon I will be... Oh, it's a very nice image. So feel free to go to the community post, whereupon I will be making a post regarding what the next stream will be. I most likely will try and hop over to... I most likely will be doing Guild Wars 2. I think I'm going to be getting around to finally completing Guild Wars 2's End of Dragons story, because I've put it off long enough. No, I gave it a small break, and with the completion of the Living World Season 1, so now we need to complete the story of, and I'm going to kind of do a little bit, not no-life it per se, but I am going to go in a little bit into it hard before we stream anything else. So I hope to catch you guys in those streams, and I look forward to seeing you. There we go. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I do also release other bits of content as well. I've got a Let's Play going on with... here we go. I've got a Let's Play... I've got a number of Let's Plays going on in... I've got a number of Let's Plays going on with Empire Total War, Battletech, and also some other things. So I'd be awesome to see you guys for that one. But thank you all very much for watching. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Let's go! Woo! See ya!